Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of your Daily Dose. Today on the channel, I'm doing some daily tasks, but we are going to be covering all of the events that have popped up. I don't know why. I think I'm trying to build Yang Wei. That's why I went with the ones. Is that why I went with the ones Gen 1 legendaries? I think I did that. I'm gonna go with that. I'm pretty sure I'm building Yang Wei. Why am I building him? I have zero idea other than the fact that, well, you probably just can for the indexes. Uh, I feel like they just need a skip all button. Once you reach like a certain level in the game, like maybe level 180 or something, everybody can aspire to get there. It is pretty far in the future, I'm not gonna lie. They should just have like a skip all daily task button. Because let's be honest, most players have already done everything to death. They don't need to keep doing it. I know a lot of the whales and megs don't even do half of these things because they've already maxed out that side of things for their characters. It doesn't make any sense for them. Including Warrior Trials. Like, I feel like a lot of people just cap out Warrior Trials and they forget about it. Everyone, though, should be doing the, this fight here. Everyone should do that. I feel like that should be mandatory. This one here is like, meh, why do you even do this? Like, did you even get anything worthwhile doing it? I'm probably going to say that maybe the jewelry can be used for some of the stuff that you get. I hate Mount Dungeon, but yeah. I guess that's kind of a mandatory, though, if you want to be building any of your tactics up. Or your relics, I should say, not your tactics. Let's see if we can beat this guy at least once. We probably can't. Oh, we got him once. Ha 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 ha. I swapped out Dong Zhao to slot 1 because of the raid, which I never managed to even attack. I gave up because basically 30 minutes of people straight killing the stupid boss. I was like, you know what, I'll just come back, and I never came back. Hey, we got another one. Gong Sung. Hey, slot 2 Gong Sung, still alive. I have a feeling it's because of the taunt from Old Mate. I mean, technically, you should always run Gong Sung slot 1 for all of his abilities to basically do the most damage every single round whenever he goes first. He basically does additional attack for your team. So it's not the first time he engages in battle. It's every single round if he goes first that he does the additional attack. Oh, he died. Anyway. We're just going to keep skipping ahead, because you never know. You never know. This guy's like, what, 50 billion above me? I don't know. It's a bit weird, though, because if you think about his formation, it makes sense that he would be running his Xiao Yu with the Dragon's Blade at the moment, just so that he doesn't get killed round 1. But, yeah. I mean, Shang Fei's pretty strong, right? He's pretty strong. I can't wait, though. I cannot wait to get this bull up. Which will be great. I was really surprised today. I was doing my trials. And you know who my top DPS, or my second top DPS was? My freaking MC. Xiao P popped off. I was like, what's going on here? And you know what it is? I think it was because he just kept putting layers of poison on the enemy with the bloody fan. Are we going to lose that one? Alright, I've had enough of that. Let's go in here. Let's just skip it. But I was really, really surprised. He did like a couple 100 billion. And I mean, he's just... if you don't know already, MCs are basically the support features of the game. What can we do? Let me see if is this enough. Is this... Did I do just enough? I want to say it's close to enough. So close. Alright, we got to finish this one off anyway. So basically we have Billionaire out, the Billionaire event, and of course we have the Transformation event, so you know we're going to be covering that in a second. It is important to do this event though, because you get some free gold. I would say that do your 10 a day. Do your 10 a day of this. I have 2 legions that I actively play in, which is of course Yawning Way's account and this account. And Yawning Way's account, they actually go for the perfect clear every single time before they move on, which I thought was a very interesting strategy. But I would say that if you are going to try and maximize your rewards, and I know a lot of players already do this, I probably would just say get the clear. Get the clear, because if you clear stage 8, you get the gold, and that's kind of after you clear stage 8, you can decide what you want to do after that if you want to go back for some perfect clears. Because the perfect clears don't give you gold, so it's a little bit redundant. Although you do get these forts which give you other things like, of course, Legion coins and resources, which is, I guess, worthwhile doing the forts and the camps and stuff like that. But anyway, I think we should be able to get this one on the show on the road. And if you don't know, make sure that you always intercept as well. It's very, 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 very important. Is there anyone up here that is close? Top 10. We can take you on. We can take the other guy out as well. I don't think they're going to win. Nah. Where's this other guy? RV. Oh, top 1 is Apocalypse, Mr. X, and East Kings, Celeste. I mean, you might beat me. You might beat me. No, you didn't really have a chance, did you? No. But I thought you might beat me. So we're just going to keep going back to you. So make sure you do this. The only reason I say that is so that you can grab some grab some additional points. I mean, the reality is we probably finish in the top 5 anyway, but it is worthwhile at a shot to get a Heaven's Ruin for your Legion. And there we go. We grab all of these things. Thank you for so much for being patient, because let's be honest, there's not a great deal of things going on that requires anything but gold, and we want to grab some gold. So I actually pulled Shingen on my other account, which was quite interesting. I'll never use him on that account, like I'll never use Mori on this account if I manage to build or get Mori. But it was a solo pull on Facebook, so check that out. It was kind of funny. The old solo pulls. But no joy, no joy. We are getting close to. That's kind of frustrating, right? I know 9. Now, if I'd saved up all 100 of these, I guarantee I would have been able to build him. I probably would be a third of the way through this guy as well, but I didn't play it smart because I didn't want to waste gold. Let's be honest, it is a massive waste. If you're not looking to use those heroes, it realistically is just a waste of gold. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth it. If you haven't already been grabbing these ones every single day, I think I feel in my heart you've done something terribly wrong. You need to be doing this. And of course, I understand if you're lower levels, you might not be able to push high enough to get these Mythic Essence Stones, but once you do, it's pretty much like 8 a day guaranteed. So make sure you're always doing a Glory Hall. The one thing that I hate in this game is this mode, but I've learned to love it. I've learned to love it out of necessity to get these ones, because, as you know, 50 pretty much gets you that soul transformation upgrade, which is fantastic for anybody that is looking to level up some of their power abilities. So let's jump into it. Let's start with the transformation event. Pretty stock standard. They'll never tell you the RNG, but every 20 pulls you get 12 guaranteed paper charm shards. You need 160. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 160 in total to create one full paper charm. And of course, every single day you'll be getting 10 a day. And I think that the little event shop used to give you 1 a day. I don't know if they still give you that 1 a day. Let me have a look. I think they might give you like a selection thingy. No, they do. They give you that daily 1 a day. Did they give you a daily dice a day? No, they gave you gold. It's okay. So they do give you 1 a day. So I think you get like 11-ish a day, which isn't too bad. If you do want to spend 15k gold, you will get a whopping 50 pulls. Is it realistically worth spending 15k gold? Let's have a look to see. So this little screen here is only important for a select few players. When they acquire a legendary universal transformation charm shard from the wishing shop event. Oh, maybe I can actually show you. I can. So Zhu actually XU did actually pull the legendary transformation shard, and that's not a bad idea in terms of just being able to grab some of the tactics. So you need 2 of these shards to create one full universal charm piece. And then, of course, this event is actually where you will go ahead and basically exchange that for any of these selection chest boxes, and you can use these selection chest boxes to basically create a synergy. I am missing this guy here, Zhao. Is it Zhao Un? Zhao Yu. Zhao Yu. I am missing this guy here, so that I can get that 25% HP and all that other stuff. I'll eventually get that. But this here is a trap for everybody else. Don't exchange your paper charm shards for it. Don't do it. Save your paper charm shards and create them into full paper charms, because as you can see, you will be having access to some of the mythic ones. The best one so far is going to be Civilized King Xiaopi, and he basically is the guy that paralyzes the crap out of the enemy team. All of his abilities basically give a chance of paralysis, and paralysis means that they cannot attack for 1 round. Now, his passive is really, really important. His passive ability means that every time we take damage, there's a chance to proc paralysis. And he actually does have that paralysis ability or passive ability as a transformation, which makes him very, very, very useful for most of the late game. Now, of course, with the Generation 6 release, a lot of players will be thinking about going straight into Big Mama Q's, potentially Hao Tao's. I'm going to go Hao Tao, of course, being a Warlord. I feel like Big Mama Q and Hao Tao are the best picks out of all of them in terms of the Generation 6. And of course, if you don't want to wait and you want the Generation 5 to come out, you'll probably be jumping across to the Wu page. Lu Meng's ability to basically give everybody invulnerability when they're getting attacked is pretty impressive. He's not really much of a damage dealer, I would say, as a transformation, but he will be very, very enticing for a lot of nations to run him. In terms of this guy here, Sun Jiang, is he worthwhile as a transformation? I would argue that out of all of them, no. I mean, Dongzhao, again, isn't that great as a transformation. He does have the taunt ability. Just remember that they are exceptionally weak, even though they are technically mythic. And the reason why they are weak is because they are scaled up, or their abilities, or all of their, I guess, attributes scale up based on how many mythic outfits you have. So, the only way to acquire a mythic outfit reasonably for a smaller amount of money, I should say, of the mythic variety, is going to be this one right here. No, where is he? Where are you? This one right here. This one right here, the Dominate one, and that of course is from the Cooking Festival or Family Fest. It's around $500. So just be in mind that that is the one way to acquire that. And when you do, it does boost the attributes of your mythic transformation equipped to your mythic main character. And of course, this is the VIP 18, which will cost you a ridiculous amount of money. Yeah, upwards of 30 plus thousand USD. So if you want to check out some of the bigger whale accounts, you'll notice that some of them have this. She's pretty badass, but she's not worth that amount of money, in my opinion. Go and buy something that is a little bit more meaningful than a pocket game that will probably expire in the next 5 to 10 years. Don't get it twisted. Eventually, all these games do shut down. But in terms of that transformation, what would I focus on? If you really wanted to think about it, if you are seriously lacking control on your team, I would use Xiaopi. Otherwise, I would wait for the Generation 5s and 6s, mainly because Xiao Yun can potentially be a badass if you do have the mythic skins for him. Of course, he's probably, you could try and utilize him. I know a lot of players will test him out when he does appear. But besides that, I mean, if you want to waste your shards, you can get a cool skin. It is a waste. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It just, yeah, you look like a badass, but it is a waste. I mean, you do get some minor increases and all that sort of jazz, but it's not that fantastic. Ultimately, outfits aren't a terrible investment if you haven't already bought these ones out and you are just like, man, I've got my 6 full paper charms and I've just got all these shards just lying around. I want to spend them. Potentially, you can grab some of these ones for your index scores because it gives a plus 7% all. But I would just pick the ones that you want to use. It's up to you. It's a 7% boost. It is what it is, right? Last but not least, this one here used to be really, really good value back in the day when these ones were impossible to get. But now that you can get them from gold, I would just use the gold. I would not, basically, I wouldn't be spending your paper shards there. Not really worth it. If you are going to invest in anything, probably grab this. But if you're a baller and you've got like 1600 just lying around and you've got 20 bloody transformation shards, full charms, and you don't know what you're doing in this world anymore, you probably just get Wolfhammer because Wolfhammer looks badass. But besides that, let's shut up. Let's do some pulls. I might as well just go ahead and get that. So that's 15k gold. Why not? I need to set myself up for Howtow when he does appear. Let's do some 10 bombs. Let's see if we do get a couple of double drops. You never know, right? You might be able to get some of your gold back, right, PB? Said no one ever. Get that shit out of here. We don't want no gold jackpots on this account. We're going all right. We were like 150. We'll do some solo pulls. Maybe we probably get a paper charm. I wanna say we're definitely gonna get paper shards. Give me a paper charm. Come on, game. Give me the drop. 30 more. There's the guaranteed. Can we get anything? No, apparently not. Apparently the game hates me. Ha! Alright, well, there you go. We did spend 15k gold. What did we get back? We got like, I don't know, maybe a K back in gold. And we got 265. So that should be enough to give you an example. So you take your paper charm shards, you go to this tab here, and you basically purchase that. I can't purchase anymore. Let me maximize it. Give me 2, you bastards. No, you won't. You only give me 1. And you can sell them. And then you get these shards back, and then when you want to buy them, all you do is use this, and you buy them back. Doesn't really matter. You can do it either way. Either way, if you want to transfer them back into the shards, or you want the paper charms, whatever makes you feel okay inside. Because the reality is, you could be tempted to spend it. So there you go. We have 2 of those. We're at 105, which means that we probably will be able to get another one next event for some gold. It isn't very, very, it's a gamble. It is a gamble, but we'll chip away. We should have it by Gen 6. I think we should have it by Gen 6. I think every 2 generations you should always have enough paper charms. Here's an interesting thing though. You can actually buy the separate ones, which is if you really were at that stage of the game where you potentially hadn't got on the leaderboard here, it's not a terrible idea to grab some of those, I want to say, gold dice. And the only reason I say that is because if you haven't already maxed them out, if you haven't maxed out your mythics, well, you can't max out your mythics. I don't think anyone's really maxed out them that's not whaling. But if you haven't maxed out your legendaries, it could be worthwhile you going into and grabbing some of the tokens there. It is going to cost you, what, 9k gold? Is it 9k gold or is it 6? It's 9k gold. So if you wanted to grab those, you could grab a couple of those and save up for the 60. As you can see, there's nobody on the leaderboard, so pretty much guaranteed 300 silver mices. It's not bad. Like I said, if you need to finish off your legendary beast, go ahead and do that. If you are going to spend, why is it they only give you bloody 20 dice? What a rort. What a rip-off. Give me back my 30 dice already. Did they reduce that? I have a feeling they reduced that. They reduced that, didn't they? Come back here. Mythic dice. I could have sworn that you could get 30 mythic dice before. Somebody tell me in the comment section down below. I'm 99.9999% sure you could buy the 30 selection chests and pick between the 2, and you could get 30 of the dice. Well, that sucks. I mean, yeah, that does suck, actually. That's not cool. Game, you've rorted us. You've ripped us off. Anyway, now that you have those things, you can go into your selection chest. As you can see, you can save these ones up if you'd like to, but basically always go mythic dice. Rule of thumb: mythic before legendary, unless of course you want to spend some gold and grab some legendaries. I have no need for them now because we've maxed them all out. How the scoreboard works: pretty stock standard. You need to do 60 minimum pulls, which means you need 60 dice to get on the scoreboard. Once you get on the scoreboard, you have a chance of winning. So at the most, we have Lucy at the top. Where is the rewards? Here it is. So first place is 150 of the billionaire tokens, which are the mythic ones. Second, third, fourth, etc., etc. You can read the numbers on the screen. My advice is if you can't get in the top four, don't do it. Wait until the last minute to see if you can actually get within the top four. And the reason I say top four is, I mean, most players will be like, yeah, top three. Yeah, that's true. But top four, I mean, it's 80. At least that's almost a guaranteed full copy of a mythic beast. It is certainly worthwhile investing in terms of that. But generally speaking, most players will save up their mythic tokens until they can at least get onto the top of the board. They don't have to spend it though. There's the thing is, if you don't want to upgrade your fire deity, which I would strongly recommend that you do that. Like, yes. If you don't want to, you can just save your tokens. You can skip that. But in all honesty, I would try to get this guy to 4-star as soon as possible, ASAP. Let me know in the comment section down below what star level your fire deity is, and are you making some progress? And the only reason I say that is because Everlasting Fire actually increases its ability. I believe, and I read it somewhere. Don't quote me because I read it somewhere. Destructive. Da 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 da. Doop doop doop. I believe. Where did I read that? Yeah, it's this one. Everlasting Fire. I knew I was reading it somewhere. At 4-star. Aha, there we go. Level 4. After casting skill, gives 2 allies in front row with highest attack fire shield. And then, of course, at level 7, i.e. 7-star, he gives 3 allies. So, that's why I said 4-star. But he's pretty badass. So, you know. Other than that, I would probably recommend getting this guy up to 4-star after you get fire dieted 4-star. You get your Thunder Pony, then work on your Pixiu up to 4-star, and then last but not least, you can work on Kyrian to 4-star. If you are a brand new spanking player to the game, welcome. The game is going to throw these shards at you left, right, and center. Honestly, it is what it is, right? You realistically, if you're going to grab any of these things, start with Infernal Kwang Ji. That's going to be your carry pet for most of the tower and troll content. And then you would get Heaven's Dragon for support. Then you would get Karkadon, and then I would get Cyan Rook. Get them all in their base form eventually because of the index scores, and it's worthwhile. The 10% actually do make a difference early game. But I would focus on Kwang Ji first, and then Heaven's Dragon after that one. But enough chit chat. Let's talk about the event itself. It is a total of I think it's a 0.14%. Am I making that statistic? 0.16%. 16. So a 0.116% chance to get a full mythic mouse. Pretty damn low, but you do have a 50% chance to get the billionaire tokens. I believe every 10 draws gives you a guaranteed 2 tokens, if I'm not mistaken. 2 billionaire tokens are guaranteed every 10 draws. Essentially speaking, you will be able to acquire the necessary things if you save up. Don't do what PB is about to do. PB is rolling some dice. Now, if you wanted to, I would probably save these up for Greedy Guts. But Fire Deity to 4-star is a little bit too appealing for me, and I'm very, very close to doing it. Thus, that's why I'm spending these. Now, we might get lucky. We didn't do too bad with that. We actually did quite nicely with these pulls. we did manage to grab 18 of those shards. And we did get an encounter too, which is nice. You do get these little sporadic things, right or wrong, doesn't matter. Whose courtesy name was that guy? I'm going to go with this guy, Sun Quan. Choose a jester, a gesture. Rock, paper, scissors. We're going in the middle. We're going rock. Ah, we lost. Paper beaters. But there you go. You can basically get some free stuff there. So how it works is go over here and exchange those for these ones. How many we get? We got 18. Ooh, 18. Very, very spicy. That's a spicy thing right there. 18 fire deities. We do have a selection chest over here. So what's that put us at? That puts us at like 62. Ooh, 62. And then, of course, we can grab some more fire deities over here. So what does that put us at? 69. Great number. Great number to land on, PP. So we're going to be chipping away at that, and basically that's how you have to make your decisions that way. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So for those that want to spend on the game, this is kind of things. This gets a little bit more interesting. Let me just proc the God's Blessing. And if we just do this one more time, because, we want to be thorough, let's just grab those. And bing, bang, boom. There we go. So we have the Billionaire one, we have the Transformation one, and then we have the Summons one. So, as you can probably tell, all of these ones are for each of the separate events. They are selection chests though, so if you would like, potentially to pick either or, you can actually choose in both the transformation package. Well, it's interesting that you can actually make a decision in the transformation event, which I think is quite nice. So if you are going to be a light spender, I would probably say this one, the 749 from the transformation event with the selection, is the better one out of all of them. And that's just my personal opinion. And then, of course, it kind of increases in price. Sadly, Pixiu is not in the selection chest. Otherwise, that would make it a slightly better pick, in my opinion, if you are missing some Pixiu shards. But that's pretty much it for the video. Let me know in the comment section down below, did you get lucky? Are you working on building up your fire deity? I know for a fact that I am. See you later, Mike Zero. Honestly, I'm a little bit annoyed that they haven't released Greedy Guts, because it seems like they earnestly rushed for... Don't fight me one day. Leave me alone. That's nice. It's like, they rushed from Gen 4 to Gen 5. And then, basically when the Gen 5s were out, they eventually got around for the event rotation with the Gen 4s, right? But now that it's like we're on Gen 6, we still haven't seen the Generation 5s released. It has almost been 2 months since we've seen Greedy Guts, the Generation 5 Mythic Beast out. I feel it's almost been 2 months. It's definitely been more than a month. I'd argue a month and a half. And we still haven't seen that. We still won't see the Generation 5 appear in Arms Race probably for another couple of weeks, I would speculate, which I know a lot of players are holding out on so that they can 7-star their Generation 5s when they do come out. And that's not a bad idea. Obviously, if you are running Shu Nation, Xiao Yu is your only hope of success, pretty much because none of the other ones are going to do anything in this current meta. Wei Yan, yes, Zhang Fei fell off a lot. That's the truth. It's the truth. A lot of people probably have to understand that as the metas increase, you're not going to be able to rely on, the previous things that used to work. But that's the nature of the game. And then, of course, we're going to have God tier very soon, or red heroes. I don't know why they went to red, but apparently they have red colors on them. And they are exceptionally expensive to build. So I've been told by so many people, save your money. And I'm like, well, that's interesting, because all these ones are pretty expensive to build when you think about them. But the God tiers apparently are super duper expensive to get them all the way ranked up. So they have a different starring mechanism as well, apparently. So it's going to be interesting to see just where the game is going to take us, what direction. Papa Dong, let's, should I go you or should I go my MC? Let's just go my MC. We'll be nice to my MC because she surprised me today. She surprised me. She did a decent damage. I was like taken aback that Xiaopi's transformation actually did that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go with this one because why not? Is lower than the target deal base damage. And no, definitely lower. I had to think about that for a second. I'm like, yeah, oh no, heck no. She's always low HP. She's never alive. She's either like on the borderland of death or full HP, that one. Oh, we can actually upgrade you. Very nice. Make sure you're getting your accessory stones, ladies and gentlemen. 15% extra block is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, well, I think we might leave the video there. It was a little bit of a longer one because, you know, the events themselves aren't spectacular. Hopefully, though, this was enough for you to get across the line. I think Arms Race will be popping up very shortly. I can speculate that pretty confident that we're going to get an Arms Race and a Family Fest event. So those two are pretty much stock standards. We probably get a limited time hero as well. So if you want to save some of your tokens up, do so as well. We'll end the video with me rambling. Let's see if we get anything good. Oh, we got Shadow and all that other stuff. Maybe we get like a Deception. I think I need one more Deception to get him to like 3-star. Assault, Resolution. These are so disappointing, these chests. Oh, we got Cover Shadow. Alright, interesting. Very interesting. Alrighty then. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you jump into our Discord in the link in the description field below. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, notification button. If you see me on Facebook, don't be afraid to add me as a friend and say hello. I'll see the OGs in the comment section down below. But until next time.